Hey guys, and welcome to DeLady in Wonderland, the next episode of this restaurant car ride thingy. I don't know. But I'm not alone. I am joined by the awesome SP Ridley. How are you doing?
I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, DeLady. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And I'm so happy that you are joining me in this episode, even though you didn't make anything in this episode, but you will be in the next episode, right?
Yes. I'm just here today for constructive criticism.
All right.
This is bad. This is horrible.
Oh, thank you, Asrili. I'm so happy you were joining me. No, but this, I don't know if you've seen the episode. If not, that's totally fine, of course. But I told the people that, I wanted to theme this ride in kind of way. And I started off, like you can see right now, with some kind of, I don't know, it's sort of a barn station.
Yeah,
and I thought...
I watched the last episode.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's awesome. But I thought, I need animals, right?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
These are like the only animals we got, and the dragons, if I'm right. So it was like a fairly easy choice to use the drats, which I totally love, by the way.
It's like a fantasy farm.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, they're super cute.
This is kind of an area where they sleep and eat and drink. But then I was like doing the rest of the track ride, and then I thought, okay, let's just put down some more small little drats at some places. Like they have, how do you say that? Like they have sneakily, I don't know how you say that. They went off this small little area, like maybe in the night times when the ride wasn't working, and they were like sleeping around the track ride. I don't know. It was just something I tried to do because I don't have any other animals. So
no, but it looks lovely.
It's cute. They are so cute.
I love how you put the little, like, I don't know what you do. I think it's the small thing. Yeah. The small,
the hay bit.
The hay. So you put it where the drats are sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks, and it's like really small, and it looks really beautiful. Yeah.
Aww, and cute.
Yeah, actually.
But in the end, it's as I said, like you don't have that many animals, so it's like a little bit hard to make really a theme around the drats. So I just tried to make a pretty ride with some drats.
The drats, right?
Yeah. And you were there, right? But with the live stream with Silverad, which she said, like, make this restaurant with a ride around it and a little bit themed like Tripsdale. Did you know Tripsdale?
I don't know Tripsdale, but I really like the idea of the restaurant with the ride. It's actually a really great idea. Like, that's something that Disney will build.
Is it?
No, like it's the typical thing that a good Imagineer will think about, like adding the restaurant with the ride and everything surrounding it about the theme. Like
I think it works.
It's really good stuff. Yeah.
For just an outside ride, so it's you can't really compare it to like the Alice in Wonderland dark ride we made. No. So, but I guess it works. Especially this is especially a kid's ride, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a family ride with parents and their kids. And if the restaurant is like a family restaurant, it's perfectly cool to have. Like it's a really good idea in a real theme park. And I'm talking about real theme parks. Like it's a good idea of having like a family restaurant with a family ride with all the theming, because that makes like parents wasting their money in the restaurant.
That's what theme parks is all about, especially with all those food and drink places everywhere. Like
exactly, they want to get the attention of people, and they build different restaurants for different needs. There's like
true.
The really small places where you can get fast food, and then there's like more like a family sitting down restaurant and things like that. So
Yeah, that totally makes sense indeed. And yeah, well, about the ride itself, like this was pretty hard. Gosh, these wooden planks placing all over the track.
I have tried this also on my games, like on my saves, and it's a good way to build a bridge, a realistic bridge, with anything, with rides or even if you hide paths, because I don't like a lot. Like, there's a path with wooden stripes.
A path with wooden stripes?
Yeah, in the game you have like a path that it's
yes.
of modern wood, and I don't like it because it looks really modern, like the wood type. So I sometimes just hide it with what you're doing now. It's a little bit time consuming, but it looks great. It is,
yeah. But in my honest opinion, I totally love that type of path you mean. Like, I don't really like the one you have for the queue area, like the it's like the small wood. I don't know how you call it. They look like a square, no, a triangle shape or anything like that. I don't really like those. But you also have like the longer stripes. I really have no idea how to call them, but like the more red brownish color.
Yeah.
That one I totally love, to be honest. I use them a lot in Rio Bravo as well. Do you know which one I mean?
It's actually, I'm looking at the back of the restaurant.
Yeah, the back was quite a challenge because I didn't really knew what to do at first, but
it looks great. Like, it's the type of real thing I would see in a real theme park. Of if the windows would have been transparent, like in Giant Coaster.
Yeah,
like
that would
people
be
actually
so nice.
Eating inside the restaurant and looking to the right through the windows, and that's a lovely thing to have.
Yeah, but it feels so closed right now. So you have windows, but still it feels really just like walls.
That's why we usually like try to make like terraces for this type of things. But you have to understand, like, people have to understand that those windows are transparent. It looks closed. That's actually true because of how the windows are made in this game. But you just need to leave your imagination fly a little bit and just say, yeah, they're transparent. They can. People can.
Don't you always need your imagination with playing coasters?
Yeah, like 100%.
Like sometimes I don't know if you have like the same thing, but you have like comments, especially on my Rio Bravo episodes. Like people say, "Hey, but that can't happen in like a Western area. You don't have like hurricanes or tornadoes and I'm like, hey, it's a theme park, remember?
Yeah,
it's not like it has to be realistic.
It's like in that case it would be like an invented type of Western fantasy that you created. Why can't it be that? Like, for example, just imagine someone is writing a book about steampunk Far West, like for the first time, and there's no steampunk Far West stuff. So just imagine someone saying, "Oh, but this can be true because steampunk and Far West don't work."
But it's a book.
It's a book.
Everything works.
It's my imagination. Just let me.
Exactly. Yeah. But do you get those comments as well? Like sometimes people say,
I don't
like,
get so many views.
Aww, people go to his channel because he makes so many awesome stuff. Like seriously, you do.
Yeah, but I'm actually have like stopped a little bit because of the Shy Guy challenge. Thankfully, that's
really busy with those challenges, aren't you?
It was horrible. All this summer, it has been it's been a cool experience for a park, but at the same time, it has been so much work, and not even being able to show it to people because it was always, I need to finish this, I need to finish this, I need to finish this. I have so much stuff, and actually I just dropped out of the final challenge. We were winning. Alpha and I were winning actually the challenges, but it was just, we are not going to finish. Just let's drop. It was impossible. We had to finish for the 12th of September. And it was like, it's impossible. I want to make this as good as possible, and that will not be. So I just want to drop out and just make this park at my own pace because I really like the ideas and I want to show this to people. And soon enough, I will create some videos showing stuff about the park. I will open a thread in the Shy Guy forums showing the park a little bit. and I think people will like it a lot because it has some great ideas and some things I haven't still made, but I want that are going to be innovative for Pride Coaster because I don't think anyone has done like a type of ride that
sounds
doesn't exist
interesting.
in the game, but I'm going to try to make it.
Oh, I'm so curious. Can't you give us like a small hint or?
I don't know if it's going to work, but let's hope.
I'm so curious what it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything because people maybe copy it and do it faster than me. Because that has happened.
That's always a problem, yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah,
But did you finish that dark ride you showed me?
I did I showed you the finished, not to completely finish because I want to make it like the perfect things, like the videos in the doors and stuff like that. I want to perfect that before releasing a real...
But you're gonna release it still, right?
Yeah. I want to release it because I'm really proud of that ride because it tells a story that
tell people a little bit to make them at least curious. Because I saw it and I can't say anything about it. I will leave that for you. But I was mind-blowing dark ride.
This is your video. This is your park. So I'm a little bit.
No, it's totally fine because I said it to you while I was watching. Like I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. And I really want to share this to everyone, like on my Twitter, my Facebook, everywhere. But
I really hope
I'm not allowed because it's not finished, Mr. Ridley.
It's not completely finished. Like the whole idea is finished. I also have to do some exterior shots, blah blah blah. But yeah, like I can tell people the idea. Like it was for the Sega Challenge, and we have to create like a family ride, dark ride. It shouldn't be too scary. That was in the rules. I digress because like always. Even children dark rides have like these scary parts to twinkle with the imagination of kids. Like Disney has children rides with
scary parts,
scary stuff like Snow White's Scary Adventures.
That was exactly the first thing I was thinking of as well.
Like even in the name, and the first versions are like, oh my god, they're it could give a little bit of nightmares, but I think that plays with children's imagination. It's not a bad thing to have.
Yeah. Oh, can you just tell a little bit more what kind of scenes you have? They're so
so it's like Central Park. Like we are making at Family. We're making like a theme park about different areas of America, like Americana, but not only just like the typical Main Street in Disneyland. It's Los Angeles. It's Miami in the 1980s. It's New York in the 1920s. And there's a little part with Central Park, and I decided to build like a museum dark ride. And I have like all this is my imagination, so it's totally it's not based on anything out there. Well, it's based on the museum in the famous Natural History Museum in New York, but it's not completely that, because I created two characters that are like the mascots of the park, called Belle and View.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. It's so good.
And actually it helped a lot working with DeLady on the dark ride, on the Alice dark ride, because I used some of the ideas I had there.
Oh, that's right, you told me, yeah. You used the Alice in Wonderland, or Alice her head, right? Or something
the head,
that.
like the figure. I have a blueprint made of Alice. With her head separate and her body separate and stuff like that.
That sounds a little bit creepy.
Yeah. So it's perfectly to work with because you can change the color. I even change a little bit because Belle and View are supposed to be like these like angels, but one is red haired and has like red hair, and the other is blonde, and they are like twins.
Yeah.
And super friends. So they have this. They show you the museum because they are like the how do you call the curators of the museum?
Yeah, could be.
Or the directors of the museum.
Yeah, depends on what you mean.
So they each scene, it's about like there's a scene about animals and there's a scene about the space, like with planets. There's a scene
that
about
one at like the Atlantic.
Yeah, there's like a
Undersea.
Polynesian undersea. Then there's
That's
like
so beautiful.
the big finale with a whale, a giant blue whale, like you have in the museum actually. And
That was beautiful.
but you enter like there's some type of special effects that I created, so it seems like you are entering on the water, and I think it works really nice.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
basically, what Belle and Bill does is bringing you on each scene, like they are detailing each scene, and they are dressed in the scenes, in the different scenes. For example, in the Animal Kingdom, Bella is dressed like an animal explorer, like with the hat and stuff. And in the Jurassic, there's one with dinosaurs. So Beau is dressed.
You didn't knew that Jurassic World was coming, right?
No, I didn't. I just made
That's
dinosaurs
hilarious.
because it's like a museum needs dinosaurs, so
So
that's
cool.
why. And the part with Beau just showing you the dinosaur exhibition, that it's basically the museum. It's at night and it's turned alive. It's not like completely a museum with everything static. It's like a magic museum that turned everything alive, like Night in the Museum.
I
like
just wanted to say that, like the Night of the Museum.
Yeah,
I
something
love
similar.
that movie.
Like when
Movies,
you go,
I must say.
when you go to the space part, everything starts like there's a black hole in the ceiling, and it starts like the pillars are going into the black hole, and things like that. Like it's not moving, it's not animated because Planet Coaster is Planet Coaster, but the static scenes are trying to tell that story.
And
It will
when are you still working on it to finish it, or is it like, I want to finish it but I don't know where to find the time?
I'm actually working at Los Angeles right now, like the Angeles part, the exterior.
Okay.
And when I finish that, I suppose I'm going to go directly to the museum, finish the museum, and then continue with New York, and etc. Because you like people will see when I show this.
I'm so curious.
It's really it was a small break because it was only for show, but it always turns bigger than it wants.
That is so true.
There's a lot of already finished things, so I can show them this.
You should, because it's so worth it to watch it, guys. Seriously, and you deserve it. I told you like 100 times, but I'm so thankful.
Worked on this also.
Oh yeah, Adfo TV, guys, check him out as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say again, like I'm so freaking thankful for everything you did for the Alice in Wonderland ride.
No, and
I still need to finish it up, but
yeah, no, but I'm thankful of being there because that actually helped out my channel.
Oh,
and it helped me get better actually with scenery shapes. Building like small guest size characters. That's super.
so good.
That is super difficult to build that kind of stuff in the game because of the shapes being bigger than they should, like the smallest one. But I think they look cute. You've seen Bella and Beau and Alice. I think they look like cute characters. They are not trying to be realistic. They are a little bit cartoony.
Yeah, but you know, we got the copyright thingies, right? So you just give it a reference to, but you. Oh, wow, it's Planet Coaster, so you can't make it like look exactly the same, anyways.
No, exactly, and even then, it's when I try to make like Alice, of course. It's not good. The version we made it's from the books, so she's not copyright.
True.
But
totally
for example,
true.
The characters that I created for the theme park that I'm building are completely invented by me. Like I even have drawings of them, like in paper. That I want to use in different billboards around the park, so you will not only see them as statues, you will see them as
billboards.
Like, as drawings. And
so
for example,
cool.
There's 2 realistic paintings in the museum because I showed you that I showed you like in the lobby of the station. Like 2 realistic and I just looked for. Because I wanted to go as fast as I could because I need to finish that in a week. So
because it was like a competition, right?
Yeah. And I was looking like, I need to look for a redhead, like a vintage looking redhead and a vintage looking blonde girl, and that's what they are. But in reality, those are going to be changed to drawings of myself, like
of yourself.
No, drawings of the girls, but made by me.
I thought of you.
And this is something I'm actually working right now with a midway games area for the park for Los Angeles. A little bit like California, like Disney California Adventure, where they have this spire with main games and things like that. And I was drawing right now because I just this is only, I haven't seen anything yet. I wanted to show Rudy, but do you know these games where you have like races, like races with horses?
I don't know.
There's like 6 horses and you need to throw balls.
Oh, you mean on the Carnival?
Yeah, the Carnival.
I love that game when I was a kid. Like, seriously, that was my favorite game of all time, the camel races.
So I remember in the fairgrounds of my city, they were actually camels, not horses.
Yeah.
Though going through a desert, so I said, oh, wait, I can do like a Rudy tribute here. and I call it the Great Rudy Race. And I made like a drawing of Rudy in a steampunk Zeppelin going in the billboard, like in the mini game.
Oh, that's hilarious! Can I see that somewhere?
Yeah,
can we see that?
Like, but I'm going to show it to Rudy. Like when I finish, it's nearly finished. Like I just need to draw.
Are you gonna post it on your channel?
I want to post it in the Discord.
Oh, I seriously want to see that. That sounds so hilarious.
Now I feel mad. I feel a little bit bad because we are talking about.
Oh no! Don't worry about that. I'm already finishing up the last areas of the restaurant. And what did you think of the fountain, by the way? Can you remember seeing the fountain I made?
I've been watching the video. No, I thought the fountain was lovely with the. How do you say the pots?
The pottery. I don't know how you call that. I was surprised that it worked. Yeah, I saw a picture on the internet and I thought, those pots could work. And first I started and I was like, no, it's not gonna work. And then in the end I thought, this is...
with a little bit of tweaking, I think.
Yeah. And of course, again, it wouldn't be that much realistic, but I was quite happy with the ending result.
Oh, I like this store, actually.
Yeah, I there was also a little bit inspired by the Koali Beach.
Yeah. I was like, I think in Universal Stuff Adventure, not now because you added the top, but they have like the shops in the Jurassic Park area.
Yeah.
And they have that type of roofs like everywhere, each building, because if you remember the first Jurassic Park, the central building has that type of sloped roof with the hatches. I don't know how you call that.
Thatch roofs.
The thatch roof.
The touch, yeah. The touch. This is a little bit weird words. But I really needed some shops, so I thought, okay, I already kind of inspired the whole restaurant to Koali Beach, so let's just use those toilets, the idea of the toilets as well. The top part. What? Sorry?
That now they look medieval.
It has to be a little bit fairytale-ish, so I thought, okay, let's just use this instead. Because I don't want to make it tropical, of course. It's not like a koali building. But yeah, it totally works. I still need to do a little bit more of the theming. As you can see in the back, there are some roads over there that I'm not quite sure what I will do with them. But yeah, I think I'm really happy that Sylph came up with this idea to make a restaurant with those car rides.
Yeah, it's super
a little
nice.
bit around it.
And as you say, it's actually really hard to... because we have ideas of usually saying, oh, we are going to add this ride, this shop, this blah, 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 blah. But actually adding the in-betweens, like the in-betweens of the paths, like the path goes from one ride to one shop or etc. But then you have like this long path without anything and you need to decorate the whole path. And that has been super hard in the project I'm working right now. And that's like, wow, Koali Beach is so amazing to me because it's like everything it's perfectly themed, like the path, there's no...
But that's mostly because of Sylph and Rudy. They are so good in that. The paving system and how to place it, and that is for me as well like quite a struggle, but those guys really do so well, like doing those paths in between, decorating and stuff. It's, yeah, I love that. Oh damn, the video is already over. That went so fast.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, I think I just put in some cinematics, and then we have to wrap it up for this episode.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Mr. Ridley.
Thank you for having me here.
No.
I'm super happy.
And I will see you in the next episode, right? Because that is the Eurofighter episode, which also has been made by Silverad, but he is in Japan, so I'm not really sure we can get him in that episode as well, but we could at least try.
We could try, yeah.
Yeah. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I just hope to see you in the next one, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry for all my rambling about my stuff instead of...
Oh no, don't be sorry. It's awesome, and everyone should check your channel out because there are so many awesome stuff coming up. And there already is on your channel, so... Thank you! And thank you guys again for watching. And as I said, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys!
Goodbye!